Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nora Melinda with Paul Sweeney, and we're joined today by Bloomberg's Christine Aquino. Christine, what's on your mind today?
All right, well, let's talk about Warner Brothers Discovery, which is on the other side of the biggest deal today, possibly this week, really. So those shares very much in the green, in keeping with the rest of the market, Nora. So ticker WBD, shares are up 3.8% at the moment. So definitely investors seeing the positives, at least from Warner Brothers' perspective, when it comes to this deal. $72 billion worth of equity with Netflix. And so Bloomberg Intelligence analysts weighing in, right? So when they're looking at it from the EBITDA multiple, 25.2x, that is at the higher range of the recent M&A in this space. And so they're seeing that as a positive. And, you know, the move will allow Warner Brothers to spin off its TV network businesses by the third quarter of next year. And that could potentially bring forward more industry consolidation. But as we know, the hurdle with all of these deals, of course, is regulation, right? And TD Cowen already warning that regulatory pushback might be the problem here. And of course, we heard from CNBC earlier reporting that the White House is apparently viewing the deal with, quote, heavy skepticism.
All right. What else you got for us?
Let's take a look at Oracle today, Paul.
Okay.
So that's another stock
ORCL.
that is up. Exactly. ORCL shares up 1.7% at the moment. We will get their earnings on the 10th of December. So a lot to look forward to in that. And, you know, we have Bloomberg Intelligence weighing in, saying that they are confident that Oracle will be able to top their $65 billion of total sales in fiscal 2026 because the constraints on their AI infrastructure remains tight. That means that business is booming and they're all engaged. Cloud databases, another area that they're looking for some gains there. That expanded 32% in the first quarter. So a lot of promise there. The focus, though, and the question really is all about debt, right? Because Oracle, in some ways, has been sort of the flagship of questions around how much these companies are borrowing to finance their AI deals. Oracle does not have as good of a credit rating as some of the cloud computing giants. And as a matter of fact, a measure of its credit risk actually closed at the highest level since the financial crisis this week because it has effectively sold tens of billions of dollars of bonds in recent months to finance some of their AI deals. Mm-hmm. So big questions around their debt for sure.
Yeah, shares of Oracle, ticker ORCL, up about 31% so far this year. I want to talk about the airline space. We did hear from Delta more recently, and they were talking about the drags that happened because of the government shutdown. But you're looking at Southwest, and they're kind of saying something similar.
Yeah, exactly, Nora. So Southwest, ticker LUV, those shares are not doing too badly. Actually, they're very much in the green, up 5.8%. But we did hear from Southwest saying that they are lowering their operating profit target for the full year, again, because of fallout from both the government shutdown, but also higher fuel prices as another reason that they're citing there. So now they're looking at their EBIT forecast, approximately $500 million versus the prior expectation of $600 million to $800 million. So quite the cut there. But the silver lining, and I think this is what investors are seizing on, is that they did say that their bookings have recovered to previous forecasts after a temporary slowdown, presumably because of the flight halts during the shutdown. So I think that's what investors are seizing on. Big travel season also, so I'm sure there's a lot of demand for Southwest tickets.
All right. So Southwest Airlines, the ticker is LUV. Love.
LUV,
Do you know why?
Why?
Don't know why?
Tell us.
Okay. Southwest Airlines is based at Love Field.
Oh, you're right.
Dallas-Fort Worth area. So
they just really leaned into that.
Absolutely.
Right?
They leaned into that heritage
Yeah,
Fort
they
Worth
did.
area. So it's good stuff.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.